Welcome everybody to a brand new edition of the J&J Toy Giants YouTube channel, Toy Unboxing. I am your host, JD. Today we're going to be going over some figures that I haven't done in a while. I actually bought these figures a while back and I haven't had time to record. So let's get started. I can't wait. Oh yes, my friends, we're going to be revisiting the WWE Superstars line brought to you by Mattel. And specifically today, we're going to be unboxing the Honky Tonk Man. And also we're going to be unboxing on this video the 16-time World Heavyweight Champion. And also the limousine riding, jet flying, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, son of a gun, none other than the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Yes, so if you remember, we actually unboxed the Hollywood Hulk Hogan on our previous video. You guys can see that here if you want to look at it. But yeah, these are actually a great line. I've said it before, we're going to go into detail on these specific figures. So let's do like we always do. We're going to let them breathe. First one we're going to be going over today is the Honky Tonk Man. And of course, these, as I said it in the last review when I did the Hollywood Hulk Hogan, these are currently in the style of the AWA Remco. Not too dissimilar from the WWE Masters of the WWE Universe. They pretty much have the same molds, same body type. But these are particularly going back to the old AWA Remco days. And this is part of the Wave 1 series. So we Wave 1 obviously is the Honky Tonk Man, Hollywood Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, and Bray Wyatt. I have Ric Flair, obviously, and I have Honky Tonk Man. I have Hollywood. I don't know if I'm going to get the Bray Wyatt because I'm not necessarily going to be a completist for this particular line, because the depiction of Bray Wyatt was just like a one-and-done thing where he was like acting like he was the Mad Hatter from the Alice in Wonderland. But that's neither here nor there. But of course, the Honky Tonk Man was kind of like the pseudo Elvis impersonator back in the 80s. That was kind of a shtick for this entire career. I don't remember seeing any type of footage of him prior to getting the gimmick of the Honky Tonk Man when he was with WWE. I'm sure there was other footage of him wrestling before that, but ever since then, like, he just kind of kept that same look. You know, even when he stopped wrestling, he just never changed his look. He always looked the same. He came back here and there being a manager, and like I think the new generation was pre Attitude Era when he was trying to, I think he was managing Billy Gunn. Correct me if I'm wrong, comment in the comment section. But yeah, I mean, essentially he comes with his soft good jumpsuit, and also he comes undressed. Well, actually, when you take off his soft goods, he is in his Honky Tonk Man gear when he's actually in the ring. Also comes with his his guitar, kind of like the guitar for him was almost kind of like the megaphone with Jimmy Hart, which quote unquote, well, actually speaking of Jimmy Hart, was his manager for many years through the WWE. But yeah, I mean, essentially this is what you're going to look at or see. The Remco style back in the day in the 80s were very muscular, because back in the day the toys were very muscular because that's what boys wanted. They wanted to be powerful and muscular. And obviously, if you've seen the Honky Tonk Man in real life, or actually if you watched them on the WWE Network on Peacock, when he was wrestling, he wasn't that jacked. I can already tell you that he was not. I mean, he wasn't fat. He did get bigger when he stopped wrestling, because naturally when you stop working out, you know, on a daily basis, your body just blows up. But yeah, I mean, essentially this is his most wearable color, I should say, as far as his gear is concerned. The articulation on the arms are... Never mind. So articulations on the arms are, you know, pretty much of what you expect. So this type of a figure. And like I said, it's kind of like the WWE Masters of the WWE Universe type body type. And the articulations on the arms are pretty good. You can turn the hands this way on with the wrist type. But yeah, I mean, this one actually with the the guitar actually does bend or like you can actually break, but for this review, I'm just gonna leave it like that. But yeah, this is a pretty cool figure. Nice to have. Like I said, it's part of the Wave 1. It was actually kind of a surprise that this particular line was coming out, because I figured they were going to go with the Masters of the WWE Universe till the sun came down. But they had, at least, if I'm guessing correctly, they had 8 waves of the Masters of the WWE Universe, which a lot of them didn't even hit stores, which is actually one of the things that I wanted to talk about with specifically this line. The distribution problems are so bad. Like, I'm seeing people getting waves that hadn't even hit stores, because even with the Masters of the WWE Universe, they were actually selling stuff forever. Like, they were the same stuff. And same thing with this line. With the Superstars, they're already in Wave 4. You know, if you saw on Comic-Con, there were so many more waves, but like Wave 2, so many people have been getting them online, you know, actually through pre-orders, but you don't see any of these in the stores, which is kind of frustrating, because naturally, you know, if you're not like me, you know, obviously I'm a parent, so I got to be very cautious with my money. I just can't drop hundreds of dollars on pre-orders just so I can get it early. I mean, obviously people can do it. It's just not something that I have the ability to do. That's just my thing. But, you know, when I do see them in the stores, I'd like to see them in the stores and buy them. I kind of like doing it that way. Some people like doing it where they buy their figures in the stores. They don't do pre-orders. That's just the one thing that I can't seem to grasp the issue of the distribution. If you mass produce these, why can't you get them in the stores when they come out? You know, they're always relying on the pre-orders to kind of get their money. But that's neither here nor there. I'm not here to gripe about that. But it's just an issue that I have noticed specifically with this line. And it looks like his boots were kind of like the red on his jumpsuit kind of like bled into the boots, which happens when you see a lot of people who have like soft goods. You can see where it says Memphis on the back. So yeah, let's go to the next one. All right, so we're gonna finish out the video with the limousine ride and jet flying, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, son of a gun, the 16-time world heavyweight champion, Ric Flair. So Ric Flair actually has had a lot of great figures come out. I mean, obviously that Ultimate is one of the best Ultimates I've seen on the WWE line. He just recently came out. If you follow the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast, they have their own Bendy's line. I guess that would be his last figure as a wrestler until we see another line that does Ric Flair. At the moment, that will be his last figure that we have out right now, is his Bendy. And that depicts his last match. This is more of the WWE run of his run in WWE after he left the WCW or the NWA. He does come with some extra hands. That's also one of the things I forgot to talk about with the Honky Tonk Man. And you can see I'm not a big multiple hands guy. Like you can see, he has a 4 Horsemen logo there on his hands, but they all come with extra hands. He also comes with a microphone. Now, obviously, you know, Ric Flair not only was being the best wrestler in the ring, but he was also a good, you know, promo guy. And he was mainly known for his like awesome promos, you know, where he came with his many catchphrases like the limousine riding, jet flying, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, son of a gun. But he was never holding the microphone, which is kind of an odd choice, but whatever, that's neither here nor there. He actually wasn't actually using microphones for his promos until like close to his ending time at WCW, because mostly they had Mean Gene Okerlund holding the mic when they were doing the interviews, and then like, you know, Gordon Soley would hold the microphone as well, Jim Ross and stuff like that when he was in WCW. So I don't know, it just kind of like, it's a weird choice that I guess they had to give him some type of an accessory, because mostly all of the other lines come with some type of accessory. Like obviously Hulk Hogan, or Hollywood Hulk Hogan, comes with his belt, the NWO belt. and his well, not necessarily his accessory, it's part of his gear, but his bandana. But I'm just going to keep it like this. I'm not going to take the robe off. I'm going to keep it like this for displaying purposes. One of the things I did have an issue with, and it's probably going to be the same thing with any of these figures coming out soon, is for you to be able to stand these. You may have to get some stands for these because they're very hard to stand. Before I was recording, I was having a hard time trying to stand up the Honky Tonk Man. But yeah, this is a really great figure. I'm glad I was able to finally unbox this. I had it lying around for about 2 months, maybe, give or take. But yeah, it's definitely gonna keep getting this line. The next one I think is $1 Million Man, and who else? I forget. But I know there's a $1 Million Man. There's going to be the Ultimate Warrior. There's going to be the NWO. They already have Hogan, so they're going to have Kevin Nash and Scott Hall, and I forget who else. But it's hard to verify who else is going to be in the next waves because they're not in the stores. But I'm not going to gripe about that. But thank you so very much for being with us on this toy unboxing. We'll be with you in a moment. Thank you very much for sticking with us on this brand new YouTube toy unboxing. Again, I'm your host, JD. If you're watching us for the very first time, thank you so very much. Be sure to look at all of our other submissions. We do everything from Funko Pops reviews, game streams on our Twitch channel, and other actual toy unboxings. So for those of you who actually been with us from day one-ish, thank you so very much. Be sure to like and subscribe, and also comment on any of our video submissions on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and follow us on TikTok, and also follow us on Twitch. And thanks so very much. We'll be with you next time. See you later.